Hey everyone, how we doing today? So I am doing a review of the Halloween Oracle, and this is actually I have tried so hard to do this video so many times, and I think I just have to come to the conclusion that I ultimately don't like this deck as much as I was hoping I would, which is really sad to me because I mean I love just the artwork is beautiful. And it looked like it had potential. And I think it still has potential. But what is this cheesy back? I just, like, if you look at the front, the artwork is beautiful, right? And then you have this on the back. It just doesn't match. It's, yeah. And I like the box that it came in. That's fine. That's not, like, all that's good. I want to like this deck. I want to like this deck because it is beautiful. It is, look at that. Love the artwork. But I can't get into it. I think the potential is there. This one kills me. Joy, rejoicing in the present, and she looks so not happy. The issue that I have is really, I think, mostly the guidebook. I feel like there could be so much depth and digging deep into, because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like October, Halloween, that time frame, you're looking at a lot of, oh, that's pretty. I like that one. The contrast of colors. Sorry, side note. But, you know, it's a time of introspection. I'm looking at the deep, dark things, the shadow self a lot, right? And that one's kind of cool too. I do like that. And it's hard work kind of digging into that kind of stuff. And while I think this has the potential to be that kind of deck, it's not. And so that's an issue. But even besides that, it just lacks depth in general in the guidebook, I feel like. But I feel like the potential is still there. I think if I work with this, maybe kind of come up with my own interpretation of things a little bit more, or expand upon what the interpretation that is given, kind of add to it, then I think this would be a wonderful deck. But when it comes to oracles, like, I expect there to be a good guidebook. I have high expectations, I guess. I expect there to be a good guidebook because this is an oracle deck. This is either you're using it very intuitively or you have the guidance of very specific meanings to each of these cards. Because in tarot, you have a little bit more leeway, I guess. Because once you have a basic knowledge of tarot, you can kind of expand upon those interpretations in other decks, but you have that base still. With oracle decks, you don't have a base to go off of. Yeah, this is like, I'm gonna try to find like this. This is all the history of it and kind of how this came about. And then this small amount is kind of what you do with it, you know, how this, why you might have pulled this card. So a lot of it is the history, and I like the history, I do, but it's not sustainable. This is it's just not sustainable. I'm looking for an interpretation that is going to kind of go across and be relevant throughout time. But once I know the history, it's like, okay, I know the history. And that's it. And to me, that's not as useful. But if you are interested in the history of some of the Halloween like traditions and that kind of thing, it's great for that. And I love the artwork. It's just gorgeous. It's lacking depth for me. So I wish this was a cheerier kind of review, but I'll be honest, I am a little bit disappointed. But I'm going to work with it, and you know, if it ends up that I like this deck more than I thought, I'll do another review of it in a year or so, hopefully, and I'll get an idea of how well it actually works for me. I will say I have used this in conjunction with other decks, and I like it a lot better that way. So if you're using multiple decks in your readings and you're kind of just needing a little bit of, okay, this kind of energy, this kind of guidance, I think it's great for that. On its own though, I have not liked it. So I'm going to work with it some more and see if that changes anything. But yeah, I don't know. You guys figure out for yourselves, you know, what you think. Let me know if you have this deck, if you like it. It missed the mark for me as far as depth goes. So hopefully hopefully it's helpful to you guys looking at this deck and looking at purchasing it. It gives you a little bit of information. But I would check out other reviews too and see what other people have to say about this, because I'm obviously just one person. But like I said, I love the artwork, just not enjoying the guidebook as much. So either way, I hope you guys have an awesome October and a happy Halloween. Bye.